thanks. And our last lightning talk, Emily Doubilet from Susty. I was just telling her that my wife just came home, not knowing that we work together, with arms full of Susty Party wear. So doing great stuff.
One of my first aha moments, I'm standing on a stage in a dive bar in Williamsburg, practically naked, with an environmental message written on my butt. And it was at a global warming burlesque show that I had produced in 2006 to celebrate and raise awareness on the International Day of Climate Change Action. So how did I get from this to running a multi-million-dollar sustainable party tableware business today? So let me back it up. I grew up with a love for nature because my parents are underwater photographers for National Geographic, which I'm very proud of. And I got to see so many amazing underwater sights with them, but also saw firsthand the effect humans have on our environment through climate change, the rising temperature of the ocean, coral bleaching, plastic pollution in the ocean. Millions of pounds of plastic are entering our world's oceans can anyone guess how often this is? Oh, well, all right, you guys outdid me. Every hour. Not every second, but still, millions of pounds in the ocean every hour of non-biodegradable plastic. And no plastic ever made has broken down in our lifetime. Every piece of plastic still exists. So I studied how to protect the environment at Oberlin College, where I earned my degree, but I also, maybe you guys can tell, love performing. And I love entertaining, and I love throwing parties. And I've always felt, similar to our co-working friends and happy hour and drinking and this event now, connecting with each other is so important to stay inspired in the work we're doing. And especially in the sustainability and environmental fields, I wanted to make sustainability part of a celebration and to make it fun. So I was throwing eco parties around New York City. I was an event planner at a green manufacturing company and a sustainability director there for 3 years, and I was throwing my own burlesque, music, and art shows, and dance, but all with environmental themes. But then the venues I was working with only used plastic disposable cups. So there I was standing up there, nearly naked, and people are, toasting climate action, but they're holding plastic cups. And despite my best efforts to find an alternative to plastic, I had searched high and low, Googled day and night, back in '06, before there was as many pages as there are now, but I couldn't find compostable bioplastic cups that served as a decent alternative to the plastic cups. It was hard to find, there was no website that made it easy, so I just said, let me, set off to do it on my own. Well, I didn't really say aha, but that was the start of the aha wheel. And I set off and founded my own company, sustainableparty.com was what it was first called, to promote the concept of how do you make your party more sustainable, what sustainable party tableware is out there that I can use instead of this crazy disposable plastic, styrofoam, and conventional paper tableware. And so then I realized, rather than having aha moments, as any entrepreneur knows, it's kind of a roller coaster of ups and downs, and success and failure, but as you put a lot of irons in the fire, and then when those irons get hot, you have different ahas along the way. So I, through throwing more parties and events, I ran to my business partner, my future business partner, Jessica Holsey, because I realized I can't keep doing this on my own. So that was a big aha realization for me, building a business. Find a partner who your strengths complement each other. So she's Harvard econ grad, worked on Wall Street for 3 years. She knows how to run operations and finance, so I could focus on creative and environmental. And the second another aha moment was, okay, we've scoured the earth for the best eco-friendly tableware, but nothing out there is colorful and fun, and barely anything's made in the USA. So we found a factory that was actually a nonprofit that employs blind and visually impaired, and convinced them to bring their cut machine start producing compostable party cups. And now they're packaging our party straws. And fast forward, we get connected to Whole Foods, which brings it all together, and now our products are carried nationally in Whole Foods markets. And we're just trying to make parties more sustainable and make sustainability more fun through our new line of compostable, renewable party tableware made from plants in the US and in partnership with socially responsible factories. So, I followed my passion and I created a business based off of it and figured things out along the way. And there's going to be straws. Feedback. There's going to be straws for all of you guys on the bar afterwards to try it out.
That was actually my question. I'm going to ask you where you got the straw.
Yeah, Andrea, who's our director of sales and awesomeness, will have straw sample packs for you guys, and we'll put some on the bar to try out.
Awesome. Great villainous story. That was a villainous story. No, that is amazing. Really great stuff. Does anyone have any questions? I should also say, Susty, by the way, for our huge food event that Northside Media Group did last month, Taste Talks, we did our huge all-star barbecue with all of Susty's stuff, not just because it's such a great story and that it's good for the world, it's actually just really good stuff. So, unfortunately, that was the first consideration. But the rest was even better and made it awesome, and that's what made us lifetime lovers of Susty. So, any questions?
Thanks, Scott. And I do work at 3rd Ward, along with Scott at Makeably over there, so I can answer questions about that as well.
Who's your biggest competitor?
Well, the cool thing is we kind of have a clear field. No one's doing colorful, compostable tableware that's disposable. I would say Preserve Plastics is a wonderful company. They do recycled plastic tableware, but it's not compostable. But we're often on shelves next to them in Whole Foods, and I think there's space in the market for both of us. And I think, the more competitors, the better, because the more innovation in the sustainable products field, and the more we have to choose from.
Time for one more quick question. Oh.
How do you keep prices affordable enough so that people choose your products? I'm assuming that there's options that you can go cheaper and cheaper. So how do you fight that?
Right. Well, the cool thing about party products is even the conventional stuff, like Chinette cut crystal, is actually at our same price point. $4.50 for a pack of 8 plates. But they're very sturdy. So if you want something that's flimsy paper plate, it's not going to compare in price, but it's also not going to compare in durability. So our price is actually in line with premium, sturdy tableware that's out there on the market. And also with high design tableware. So ours is very design focused. So if you are in the drugstore and you might look in the birthday aisle for cute cups printed with birthday pattern, it's going to be similar to ours as well. Similarly priced.
Great. Thank you so much. That was an awesome talk.